Allotment Dave.
Hello, it's Dave's allotment, and I've had visitors. I've just came about half an hour ago there, and I came to do my usual thing, and I noticed someone smashed off the lock, which always means something. And as you'll see, it just hacks you off. Nah, why bother doing things like this? Broken glass, door hanging off the hinges, and it's just wrecked the whole lot, everything. They haven't pinched anything. That's the thing. That's what gets us really mad. They haven't pinched anything as far as I can see. What I have noticed is a pair of bolt cutters. They've left them behind. Bastards, what they are. They've been in everybody else's as well. Martin's. They've pinched 2 drills from Martin's. I went into the middle path, and they've screwed everybody in there. I feel there's a bloke. He's a champion leek grower. I feel sorry for him the most, because they've pulled up his leeks. I did that. But I'll crack on anyway. I'll see you in a bit. Right, now I can actually get in my shed. The door's gone, the window's out. I don't know why the people do it. Like I say, they didn't pinch anything, they just smashed the place up. But mindless fine idiots, that's all I can say without being rude. So I'll crack on with what I was going to do today. I've got quite a few things to plant out. What else? I'm a bit thrown. There's someone else coming here. The police have been phoned, but they'll not come, man. There's plenty of times we're being broken into, and they don't do anything. So, like I say, I'll crack on, and the sun's coming out. Still cloudy like, but I'll crack on anyway. Well, I've finished for the day, so I'll give you a little tour of what I've been doing. I've noticed in the Bug Hotel there's loads of spiders in there, and there seems to have been some sort of movement inside because soil and stuff's dropped down, and like I say, loads of spiders. I'll look at the size of this rhubarb's getting out of hand now. Let's put it down there. Look at the size of that. I think there's my foot. About 2 foot. The pond cam that's been going on today. Now I've got this tree here. I don't know what it is, so if anybody has any ideas, I think it's an apple tree, but I don't know. It just appeared here over the past couple of years, so I've just left it to do what, see if it grows or not. The cherries are starting to appear. These strawberries are up. Got quite a few flowers on there, so that should be good. Garlic doing the same, cabbages the same. I put the borlotti beans out today. Hopefully it'll not be any frosts, and the runner beans are down there. I've put some fish blood and bone, give the broad beans a little bit of a feed, because I've noticed a few of them, they're turning yellow. I'm not sure if that's with the frost or what. So like I say, I'm going to put a little bit of fleece round the beans, but they've been in the cold frame for the past week or 2 weeks, so it's been just as cold as in there as what it has been out anywhere else. Me peas, they've started coming up. That's them Provence ones, and the Ambassador ones, they've just started coming up as well, but these ones are ahead. This row's growing quicker than that row. I've put some fish blood and bone on my onions as well, because they need a lot of nutrients, them, like. But they're doing okay. I've been using the hoe as well, hoed round everywhere the day that needed. Sorry about that, my batteries ran out in my camera, just had to change them over. Like I was saying, my beetroot, that's up, so I've had to weed, well, as best as I can. They're still a bit small. Them seeds that I planted whenever they were, they've come up, and so have the turnips. So I'm pleased with that. I've showed you my onions. My potatoes are now, well, these are the early ones, they're all up now. I'll be earthing up in a couple of weeks. So there's 1, 2, 4 rows of rocket come up. The main crop ones, I've got 3 rows of main crop, they won't be up yet. My carrots have started growing under the fleece. This one here, which is going to be one of the challenge carrots, has started growing. These ones under here, there's no sign, I don't think. I haven't had a look actually. Well, that looks like one. So they're starting to come. The challenge has started. These potatoes in the pot, I've had to earth these up. This has had a second earthing up since last week. I use grass cuttings, but I wouldn't advise, if anybody uses like lawn feed or weed killer or stuff on the lawns, I wouldn't advise using it, because obviously it's got chemicals in. I don't put anything on my grass like on the lawn, so I can use it. You know, it's good. Keeps the ground, the soil warm as well. These irises, there's still no sign of flowering on them, so I don't know what's happened to them. These potatoes are up, so I'll put some. Mind you, these have just started coming up, so it seems to be like the cow manure compost mix seems to be the best. Oh, this here, I forgot I'd planted this here. Actually, it's one of them giant ferns. I just planted it there years ago. Actually, it's just started growing there now, so that'll be a nice little feature in the corner. What else? Potatoes are up. The comfrey, this has had the third. I've had 3 chops of that. It's all composting in the comfrey bin. Like I say, it grows like wildfire. These strawberries, as you can see, have got flowers on, so it definitely works. This, like, I'm quite pleased with it. And the greenhouse, there's nothing in the cold frame at the minute. The Rover 200 cold frame. Marigolds, they haven't come on much since last week. In fact, one of them's just died off there. Strange. Chrysanthemums, these are the cuttings that I took for Simon. So Simon, if you still want a couple, they're ready when you are. The leeks that I potted on last week have taken alright, so I'll have to, that's the leek trench down there, I'll have to sort that out in the next couple of weeks. Cabbages, these sweet corn, not much different, but you never know. As they say, we shall not be defeated. Oh, I'll show you me. I keep forgetting to tell you about this. I don't know why, like, because I keep banging my head off it. These are them tumbling tiger tomatoes. Seem to be liking it in there. Like I say, I keep banging my head off it, so I'm going to have to shift it from there and put it in the big greenhouse. And what else have I been doing? Oh, I've had to temporarily put a curtain up. I haven't got a door to put on, but and the same with the window. That's just plastic. It's got off the thingy, but that's my door there. Like I said, well, I have pinched something actually. They've pinched my trowel and my fork, my garden fork. So, but I was talking to a few lads in the middle path who have also had a lot of break-ins last night, and there's a lot of forks. Well, like I say, these were just lying down there when I first come, so they've obviously been using them. But got my bird boxes, I'll put some more up. Had a couple of more old spare ones. I think what had happened is in this one there was some blue tits in, but I've had the camera inside and I think they were just roosting in there, and I think so I've nailed a little perch on so they'll be able to get in and out. Same with that one there, but they definitely are hanging around there. Like I say, they might have even had there is signs of birds being in there, so let's hope I get a little colony of birds there. Like I say, the bloody sods that broke in, they didn't pinch anything, they didn't do anything apart from smash everything up. So I've had a little tidy up in the shed. I was meaning to tidy up the shed for a couple of weeks actually, so it's had a good tidy up there the day. There's Annie. She didn't know what was going on when I first come, because she wasn't allowed to sit on a chair because there was glass all over the place, wasn't there, Annie? Eh? Wasn't there? Aye. Good girl. But like I was saying about the break-in, luckily it wasn't as bad as what it has been in the past. I mean, I'm glad they didn't smash the gnomes, like, you know what I mean. One year I was broke into and they smashed all my shed in and the greenhouse, and they also my cabbages, everything that was grown. It was the middle of summer, so everything was nearly ready to pick, you know, and they snapped everything. My sweet corn, my cabbages were kicked all over the place, beans snapped, everything. So it just disheartens you when there's some people like that in the world. Well, I'm not going to get into it. I put some beetroot in the modules. They've come up. I put them in last week. In the greenhouse, what I've done, I've got a little spare bit of ground there, so I've put a few potatoes in. Hopefully I'll get a late crop and have some nice new potatoes for Christmas. This, I've put this down, is what it is. It's attached to the water butt. I've fed it through. It's got holes all the way around, so when the water butt, when it rains, in fact, yeah, on Friday when I come, that water butt was empty, and with the rain yesterday that we had, it's full to the brim now. So it's amazing how much rainwater you can collect in there. Just a good downpour of rain. But like I say, the pipe goes all the way around, and when the water butt fills up, there's holes which it'll keep the ground moist. I put these two, these are the bush tomatoes, the ones I got off Ray. I put them straight into the ground. These ones are doing alright. I've had to start taking the suckers off them, and I've noticed these ones have started flowering already, so they should like it in there. This potato I put in ages ago. I've earthed it up right to the top. I put the potato 2 inches from the bottom, and I've been feeding it with a cow manure water, and that'll nearly be ready to pick that, so it'll be interesting to see what happens. The cucumber is eventually perked up a bit, and it has got new growth on, so that's good. My grapes, they've come as well, and what I've been doing, I've learned over the years, because it's like this will be the 4th year that I've actually had grapes on since it was cut back originally. So I've learned quite a bit in them 4 years, and you see there how there's two bunches of grapes there. Well, they're too close together then, so you want to concentrate on just one bunch of grape to each growth, especially in the 1st and 2nd year, because you'll just end up getting pea-sized grapes, which are horrible. So what I usually do, well, you see, that bunch there has got about little tiny bunch coming off there. So get rid of them and get rid of this one altogether, because that looks like the best one out of the two. As like I say, if you don't do that, you'll just end up with tiny little grapes. And also, it's like the apple tree, it's called June drop, and the actual plant itself, if there's too much growth on it, they'll just drop off themselves. So you want to try and pick off as many as you can and then concentrate on them. Obviously don't pick off the growing tip, like. But that's, like I say, that over the years that's what I've learned. Last year I had about 40 or 50 bunches of grapes and they were quite good sized, so these ones should be okay. These chrysanthemums I potted up last week. I should get a good little show off these ones this year, which is good. Everything's good when it comes to things growing. Well, that's about it. All the wildflower seeds that I put in, they are grown, but to tell you the truth, they just look like weeds. Like that, look at that's bindweed. That bindweed, don't want none of that in there. Mare's tail. So I don't know. I suppose that's what you get when you buy wild flowers. They are weeds after all. Anyway, that's it. Sign off. The time is 6:10. It's getting a little bit colder, so I'll have to quickly fleece them beans up. So I'll see you later. Thanks for watching, and hope everyone has a great day. Peace. See you now.